Yes, and he was very nice and very smart.
That's fantastic.
But I did not grow up.
What was something on the date that was like, this is fun, but I don't want to really
He made me sit in the car and listen to the Hamilton soundtrack with him for like a solid hour. And not that I don't love Hamilton.
I love Hamilton.
Bree turned it on to
So maybe
to
you
force
should
somebody.
go out with them.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, I'm MJ.
And I'm Bree. Welcome to the Keeping It Casual podcast.
I'm married. I'm a mom, so I get it.
And Lord save me, because I am dating.
We're more than just a sex-positive dating and relationship podcast.
We want to share the perspectives on every kind of relationship while giving a voice to our listeners.
Plus tons of tips to boss up your life.
And sex life.
Your Vegas girls are here for you.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Good evening.
What's going on, y'all?
Big shout out to our sponsor, Don't Tell Comedy.
Bringing live and local comedy back to Vegas, and they do their once-a-month show at Ferguson's downtown.
On June 24th, get your tickets now, don'ttellcomedy.com.
Woo! Now, tonight, we welcome an award-winning journalist right here in Vegas who highlights lifestyle and entertainment.
She is the editor of On and Off the Strip. She has written for Billboard Magazine, Forbes, People, and more.
You can also catch her Tasty Tuesday segment on TV and maybe even a station near you. Please welcome
Melinda Sheckels!
Hi.
Girl.
We're finally here. We've been trying to do this for
Years in the making.
years.
Last week we had Steph McKenzie, and same thing. We were trying to just make things happen.
It's hard to coordinate sometimes.
It is. We're busy ladies.
And then the world shut us all down for a year. So,
Yeah.
there's that too.
These are some of our favorite babes, though, and
It's
excited
true.
to have you here.
You're so lucky. You just get to interview babes all week long.
Totally. Yeah.
And we're so excited to have you here. Like we said, years in the making, and we have a fun game for you at the very end.
I'm excited about this game. I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
I'm not.
She doesn't know
I'm
anything
not
about the
good at
game.
games,
Oh,
but
I think you're going to be good at this one, and you even have a prize for being a good sport.
All right.
So we'll
All
give
right.
you a prize. She's like, okay, I'm in.
I'm excited. I like prizes. That
All
I'm good at.
right. First of all, Tasty Tuesday. This is something you've been doing on morning news, and it's actually nationally syndicated. So where can everybody check it out?
You can watch me on Tasty Tuesday, which is, guess what? It's on Tuesdays. And
No way.
it's on KTNV, Channel 13, here locally in Las Vegas. You can also watch it on YouTube TV. You can watch it on MSN, Yahoo. It goes out over the stream to a bunch of different stations and websites
Ooh.
nationwide. We started it a few years ago where, we just talk about the best restaurants, the things I'm eating, the things I'm loving all week long in Vegas. And that's, Tasty. I've become the Tasty Tuesday lady.
So where do we go to eat dinner tonight?
Well, that's a good question. Very good question. Do you want to know where I'm going tonight?
Yes.
Maybe then just follow my lead.
There you go.
I'm actually going to check out the opening of Kasi Beach House, which is the new restaurant at Virgin Hotels Las Vegas. It is supposed to be a Mediterranean, Italian
sold.
coast, Amalfi Coast vibe, and I'm very, very excited to check it out. There will be fabulous drinks there. I think that end in the word spritz.
Oh, yeah. I'm just like,
And I
grape
like
leaves,
spritz.
tabbouleh, here I come.
God, I've been craving steak. So can you tell us a little about On and Off the Strip?
Yeah.
So offthestrip.com was founded by my business partner Jen and I several years ago. She's a brilliant woman, and she came here from Canada, and she Googled what to do in Vegas on a Friday night, and all she found was strip clubs. And so knowing that the city was a lot more than that, she created the solution for it. So she created a business directory that focuses on local searches geared, towards things locals want to do. So launched as a business directory, and then the pandemic struck. So she had to change her model a little bit because a lot of it was dependent upon directory listings and events, and now without events. So her and I partnered up almost a year now. We partnered up, and I partnered with her to create content for the site. So stories and things beyond just business guest listings,
You
stories
had
and
that
features.
You had that pandemic challenge of like, how do we shift here?
Yeah.
And they brought you in. I love it. Keep going.
Videos. So we've been doing a lot of really fun things, social media integrations. We came
Yeah.
up with a whole new plan for the site. And then, because I can never make anything easy, one day we were having a meeting and I asked her, I said, well, who owns OnTheStrip.com? And she goes, well, I do. That was the right and the wrong answer, because then we ended up with another website to launch simultaneously. And launching a website is no easy feat, but we managed to do it. It means double the work. But now we have both OnTheStrip.com and OffTheStrip.com, and they have all different things on them. So you'll see very little crossover.
We've peaked up.
Yeah.
We've peaked.
I don't want to just be on the strip, you know, and when I have friends come out here, they're like, where are the cool spots that aren't, you know, or what's going on? So I
Yeah.
think that is going to be an amazing hub to just send people. So if you're coming to Vegas, on and off the strip.com.
And I love that it has multiple contributors to it, like different articles by different people. It's not just you and your partner. Like there's so much going on the website. I was just like, oh, this is fun. Oh, who are these people? Oh, what's this?
Yeah, I was able to bring in actually a lot of people that I've worked with over the years. Vegas doesn't have a tremendously large writing community. So, you know, most people, unfortunately, who are professional writers in this town can't actually make a primary living doing it, because there just aren't as many publications or websites here.
Nope.
So a lot of those people are people I used to work with when I was editor of Vegas 7.
Vegas 7 was my favorite. It's like a free publication. It's like that one you picked up every week and you're like, what's going on? Who's on the cover? What's happening? It's like the Vegas happening. And it's such a shame that it went away, but I'd imagine free publications are hard to keep up with too, you know?
Yeah, and the cost of print really kind of accelerated over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, just being a website versus being a print publication, you know, basically all of your profit goes to printing. So it was a real grind after a while to be able to afford the print bills. I mean, it really was. We were doing well, but not with that kind of overhead, you know, and supporting a huge staff that we had. So it was a great time. We had a fabulous 7 years. Then we switched to digital only, and we lasted about a year longer after that.
Yep.
And then we also had a music festival called Life is Beautiful,
Yes.
which lives
It's
on.
back!
Yeah.
It's back and it lives on.
And it needs live podcasting.
Actually, we had a Life is Beautiful podcast that we did, but we had some really great guests on it, and I worked on the project for a little bit. But you know what? You're right. It does need a full dedicated podcast, so maybe we should pitch that to them again.
Oh, gosh, I know some girls named Keeping It Casual.
That's a pretty good idea.
We've been going consistent for 3 years. Nobody telling us what to do. So it's like,
Feels
we
good,
love
right?
this, we do this,
Yes.
we're about this.
And hey, if you need a comedy contributor to On and Off the Strip, I got you, because I can write.
I would love that, actually.
And
We
I
don't
know the
have-
scene.
We don't have anybody covering comedy right now, but now that shows are back, obviously entertainment will be a big focus
Talk
for
to
us.
ya, girl.
I would love for you to do that.
she's not only a writer, but yeah, she's she's dragging me to another one tonight.
I would love for you to do that.
Yeah.
And you could basically, if you want to write about, I know you have so many interests. If you want to write about keeping it casual,
Hey.
if you want to write about beauty, I'm all for it. Let's
Yes.
do it.
You just hit all three of her her
three of my
hubs over
things.
here.
I know this girl well.
I love it. Awesome. Okay, so with Vegas opening back up, if I were a tourist, what would be the first place where would be the first place like I should stay? Vegas can be very overwhelming on your first vacation. A good place to stay, eat, drink, party, you know, a little rundown for a first timer.
Yes.
You know?
Okay, so I love this question because there's just so many options for
I
me
know.
to be able to tell people.
And that's when people stop and they don't even come because they're like, I don't know what to do.
There's like too many things. So my recommendations vary based on kind of my mood, what season it is, and what's going on in the city.
All right, let's talk
So-
summertime.
Let's talk summertime
so
in the city.
Right now.
Right now, I always love what's new. So I really love, as I had mentioned before, Virgin Hotels
Yeah.
Las
Okay.
Vegas. Their new design is really fabulous. They have so many little gems around there. Like I walked the whole property. I was like looking at their little architectural details, their furniture. It's very chic. It has like a very Palm Springs kind of desert modern feel in certain parts of it. They did an amazing job with the remodel from Hard Rock. Doesn't look anything like the Hard Rock did. And
No,
they have
it
some
does
really
not.
great restaurants coming in too that are not even open yet, like Todd English's Olives.
Ooh.
They have one steakhouse, which used to be MB Steakhouse, which is an old favorite of mine. They have Kasi Beach House, where I'm going tonight, and I can't wait to try. And they also reopened their little theater. It used to be it was called Wasted Space for a
Yeah.
while,
Yeah.
and then it was another theater.
And that was like their little lounge for musicians
Yeah.
and
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
I saw Courtney Love perform there.
I did too.
So you were at that show. It was fabulous.
I was side stage. Hey,
I'm
I was
so
like,
jealous.
I had like my little VIP pass, and I was standing side stage watching Courtney Love.
Wait,
and
maybe you were standing next to me, but we didn't know each other then.
we didn't. And then I saw her again at the pool at the Hard Rock, and she gave me a rose.
So that
I'm mad and I'm jealous
that was
all right now.
an amazing show.
Love
it
her.
really was. And then funny enough, I saw a show in there this week called 27.
Yeah.
And it was about all the musicians that have died at 27 years old.
so
of
Kurt-
which Kurt Cobain was in there. So I thought it was so weird because the last time I was in that room was to see Courtney Love.
Ugh.
And then I was watching like an impersonator show of
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain,
Ugh.
which was really wild. But I got to tell you,
I
there's
wanna
one
see
thing.
27. That sounds
You
cool.
Kurt Cobain is so hard.
Oh, yeah, to
replicate,
impersonate, yeah.
because you cannot replicate the way that he drops in on a song.
No.
Like, that was that first note that he would hit in every
Ugh,
song.
I'm getting goosebumps
was
thinking about him.
so perfect. And when you hear another person try to do it, it just brings to light how much more amazing he was.
I will say one artist, kind of a newer artist too, that embodied a little Kurt Cobain on his stage presence was Cage the Elephant, lead singer of
Yes.
Cage the Elephant. And even
good.
when I first saw him, I was like, oh my God, he got some Kurt vibes. And even that was what critics were saying and stuff. And I was like,
There was somebody
yeah.
who told me Post Malone was going to be the new Kurt
No.
Cobain, and I was like, go fuck yourself.
Oh, Post Malone is only himself. That's all he can
Exactly.
yeah,
be.
he's very unique.
Ugh.
wouldn't
I
say
have
no.
a video of Courtney Love because that was that's a non-smoking room. I remember
Yeah.
that room in the Hard Rock. You couldn't smoke, and she went fuck it, and she had a cigarette on her guitar.
Would.
And she had a cigarette. I have a video of her singing. I think it was Dying actually, and she has a cigarette
Yeah.
on her guitar as she's playing and singing, and the
She
cigarette's
just,
just
held
burning.
it there so she could smoke it while she
Yeah,
played.
that was a Kurt Cobain because he
Yeah.
did that
Yeah,
too,
that's
which was so funny because the impersonator in the show did it
Oh.
as well. And then I remembered, okay, that was a Kurt Cobain thing, so that must be something that they used to do.
Together,
Interesting.
yes.
Yeah.
If I smoked and played guitar, I would try to nail that.
Well, you look
pretty cool.
you look, a lot cooler when you smoke and play guitar.
Yeah, right.
You get that raspy voice. Unfortunately, I don't. No, fortunately, I don't
Yeah,
smoke. I was about to say unfortunately.
Oh.
No, I've never been a smoker.
All right.
Okay, so stay
Okay, so we-
stay as
so
a
yeah.
virgin.
Yeah, yeah. Virgin.
We only went to the hotel.
That's okay. This is how we go to the
Virgin,
show.
loved it. Thought it was. I had a great stay there. Thought it was really awesome. On the other side of that, I also still love the Cosmopolitan.
I love the rooms at
you
the
can't go
Cosmo.
wrong with the Cosmopolitan, but it is so in demand, that place.
I believe it.
They don't have a lot of rooms,
Mm.
and so they're consistently sold out. So it's nearly impossible to get a room there, and it's also extremely expensive. But
Yeah.
they also have the greatest amenities, as we know. They have Momofuku for restaurants. They have Zuma, which is modern Japanese restaurant, is one of my favorites in Las Vegas. You never have a bad meal there. Great food hall. Block
They do.
16.
Block 16 is amazing. There's steakhouse at the Cosmo though.
STK.
Yes, STK is amazing, which you can find. That's actually throughout the states, I believe. You
Yeah,
can go
there's
to
a bunch
STK.
of different locations.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give, if you're gonna go on the lower side, Secret Pizza at the Cosmo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the best.
Oh, come on.
But
the
you have
best.
to be very
best
patient to
hungover
wait in that
pizza.
line.
I know.
Oh yeah, you do.
But I feel like that's the line where hookups and phone numbers are exchanged. It's like
Yeah.
one of those lines. Like you
It's
can
like
make some
right
friends
when
in
you
that
get out of
line.
Marquee, you go in the Secret Pizza line and
Or
you're
from the
good.
pool. Yeah.
Oh.
There's
Here-
good stuff going on there.
Here's
Yeah.
a question too. Like, where can people party right now?
Okay, so that's a great question. A lot of people had an impression that the clubs weren't open, but they were. The clubs have been open, but they've been open as lounges. So they changed their branding a little bit because they weren't allowed to have build entertainment. So you weren't allowed to have a headliner. You,
You
weren't
can't
allowed
have
to have
Marshmallow come in or whatever.
Right. you weren't allowed to sell tickets either.
Okay.
So you could only have table service, and you could not have GA. Now, of course, all that
Oh, God.
changed or
Yeah.
changes as
You
of
have to
June
pay
1.
$1,000 just to come into the club for the
Correct.
night. Oh, gross.
Yeah, all that changed as of
Yeah.
June 1. So I think that now obviously everything Vegas is back in full swing. Everybody's able to go out and party and have a blast. So, it depends on what kind of music you like.
I'm ready
I
for a
will-
pool party.
I'll tell you
day
one
club.
place though that's really coming up.
Ooh.
Area 15. They're having some incredible concerts there.
Yeah, I saw that. I want to go to Meow Wolf. I haven't gone yet.
Me too.
gotta go.
Me
Yes.
too.
I went to Area 15, but I went right when it first opened, so there wasn't a lot of exhibits or anything, and I was just kind of like, all right, I'm going to wait and see, because I knew Meow Wolf was coming, and I was like, I'm going to wait and see when Meow Wolf comes. And I was like, I just need to wait till Meow Wolf, like, till there's not a lot of people there. But I don't think there's ever going to be a point where there's not a lot of people there.
They're supposed to have 1 million people there this year. It's supposed to be like one of the top attractions in the country this year.
Wow. And they're having concerts too?
They're having concerts outside, and they do a dragaganza every Friday night.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yes.
They do this drag show in the Portal, which is the 360 mapped room where they have the Van Gogh experience as well.
And
oh my God, I'm going to the Van Goghs. I have to go to the Van Gogh experience.
I want to go to the Van Gogh experience a lot. Area 15's coming up, and then a Brooklyn Bowl's opening up again soon.
Oh, I haven't seen that, really? I'm so excited.
Brooklyn Bowl's going to be
One of my
opening
favorite
up.
venues.
Because I saw concerts were coming there again. House of Blues is opening back up.
Great.
Because we got concerts coming. I've been checking the scope in the concert situation. Cosmo Chelsea's opening back up.
Just to bring it back for a minute, we all work together in radio.
Yes, we did.
We were all at Intercom, and we've all just continued to do our thing. And I love
Odyssey?
seeing that. Yeah,
No, it's called Odyssey.
The audacity of Odyssey.
I thought it was called Audacity.
Yeah,
when it
I did
launched.
too.
I kept calling it that, then I had to reprogram myself.
so we've all kind of gone back into our own little creative thing, and I love seeing what you're doing, Melinda. And you're actually going to be back on the radio. I love this a little bit. So you're going to be on 98.5 with Chet Buchanan in the morning.
Yes, doing some fun weekend reporting. So
Love it.
I'll be doing Fridays with Chet at 9 a.m. So we'll be doing a
Yes.
block there together, and we'll be Chet, Kayla, and I will be talking about everything going on in Las Vegas for the weekend. And actually today was our first day, and we talked about downtown Las Vegas. We talked about Lake Las Vegas.
About downtown.
Well, okay, so they've got a lot of fun stuff going on down there. They've got the Ferguson's Field Trip, which is the first time they're having
Live
Yes.
outdoor concerts.
Yes.
Yeah, we were promoting that at their Don't Tell Comedy show.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
When
have
we were
Don't Tell
hosting.
Comedy.
They have Don't Tell Comedy. They also have, so my friends at DTLV, who we have a partnership with Off the Strip, they just launched their new Instagram account, DTLV Bar Hop. So if
Yes.
you're looking for a place to drink downtown, they have like an incredible collection of cocktails. And I don't know if you guys are probably like me. You just pick by what the cocktail looks like.
I
So just
kind
go
of
through Instagram and I go, I want to drink that.
I
wanna drink that.
totally do
Oh.
that. I'm like, that looks pretty. Can I have the pretty one?
Yeah.
Does it have pineapple? No? All right, that one.
I need to. I'll be getting kind of crazy. I'm like, what's in it?
Well, yeah, it lists out what's in everything, but they're also they're going to be doing bar tours too. So it was a
Yes.
fun little Instagram project that my friend O'Neill started. He also runs the DTLV account.
So it'll just kind of keep it downtown because there's so many great little bars and hidden gems downtown. So.
Yes, and even if you want something bigger, Stadium Swim at Circa is one of the coolest experiences
So
I've
fun.
had. If you're going to go watch a Knights game and you can't get tickets to a Knights game, go to Stadium Swim at
And what is
Circa.
Stadium Swim?
It is an outdoor sports book. It is stadium style. You can swim in the pool and watch games.
Yeah, the
You
pool
can,
is
I'm there.
insane, and there's a gigantic screen, and it's multiple pools.
downtown?
Yeah,
and
that's
it's at
Circa.
Circa.
Circa is the.
the new big casino.
Oh, it's the new one.
The
is
new
that
big building at the
Is
end of the
that
block.
what Glitter Gulch was?
Yes.
It was it's Glitter Gulch and
Oh.
something else was there
It
too.
was Glitter Gulch and Vegas Club.
Vegas Club, yeah.
And it came together to be Circa.
to be the giant shark fin
That's
that
what
it
it's
is.
called. Oh
Yeah.
God, being a mom, you
does
just
look like
don't even know.
shark
It does look like a shark fin, doesn't it? Honestly, the thing I love about Circa, it is the brightest casino in Las Vegas.
So bright.
If I'm driving like in Henderson on the 215, popping on the 95, I see Circa brighter than anything else in the
Because
city.
it's the new one. It's got all the fresh bulbs. It's
Oh
like
my God, it is bright.
None of the bulbs have dimmed.
Okay, before we get into some fun dating, we want to talk more about you. We've talked a lot about Vegas. Is there anything else in Vegas poppin' that you want to highlight? If you had a friend come in, you're like, oh girl, you have to know about this.
Hidden gems or anything.
I mean,
There's so many.
there are,
places,
but
like-
you got your best friend from all time
if I
coming
come
to Vegas.
you
You're
and
like,
I
we
say,
have to
I
do
want to
this.
eat a steak, take me to your favorite steak restaurant off the strip.
Oh, you just threw it a hard.
That's why I had to throw the hard punch.
Now this is the sex part of the podcast with the steak off the
I
strip.
gotta say, I love. You know what? I love Piero's. I mean, I'm a Piero's girl.
Oh my
Piero's
God.
is
I love
good.
Piero's. I think they have an amazing steak there too. Although it
Yeah.
is Italian food, their steaks are absolutely fantastic.
Okay.
Golden Steer is considered off the strip.
Is it? That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is Golden Steer off the strip or
It's
not?
considered
Really?
off the, it's not on the strip. It's strip adjacent.
Yeah, and you know what? The owner, Amanda, is super cool. So I had drinks with her actually at Circa a few weeks ago.
I love it.
We've heard about her. Somebody was like, she'd be great for your podcast.
She'd be fabulous. I will intro all of you guys.
Please do.
She's so great. We just had we connected on Instagram during the pandemic, and we chatted a little bit, and I told her how much I love Golden Steer. We always do my family kind of Thanksgivings from there. Then they serve ham, so my mother loves it. And so there's not that many restaurants that serve ham at Thanksgiving. So I always do takeout from there, or we dine in. And Amanda and I connected, and she's so cool. She's really, really cool.
You know where I love, especially for a good
Where?
brunch? Front yard at Ellis Island.
Do you know they have a tiki bar?
Yes.
They're doing the
Yes.
special tiki pop-up.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's the
Yes.
entire month of June. I think we should all go.
I think we should.
Okay.
And
Loop me
my
in.
friend just became
Loop us
the
in.
food and beverage manager over there. And Christina Ellis, shout out to you, girl. Big fan of the show.
She's amazing.
I've
Back
heard all
when I
about her. I
used to
can't
have-
wait to meet
You
you.
have to meet. You have to have her on the show too. Back when
We talked about that prior to pandemic, and then
Back when I had
We're coming
my-
back, ladies.
my
We're coming
little
for you.
show, we had a Christina on. She brought us the eggnog.
oh
The special Ellis family eggnog. 'Cause
Yes.
you know that's what they're famous for.
yes, it is.
And her family has such a cool story, and
Um,
they're just awesome.
Do you remember the local band Valentine?
Yes, I do.
Emily Ellis.
Oh, wow.
One of the Ellis kids.
You're right.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we did a local
Deep
show
roots.
forever.
Deep roots.
Deep roots.
Yes.
Oh, God.
So we love that.
I'm gonna throw a little hidden gem of my favorite in Chinatown, but this has to be like on your way out of Vegas,
Yeah.
and you have to do it if you're with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You have to bring them because you both are gonna stink like garlic for 2 days.
I know where
Hot
she's
and
going.
juicy crawfish. Okay.
Okay, so but you also have to love crawfish.
Yes.
I don't love crawfish,
Well,
so there's no reason.
But
for me.
they
But
have,
they have the shrimp.
Do
They
they
have
have shrimp?
crab.
They have
Oh,
the garlic
they
shrimp.
give you
Wonders.
everything in a bag. It's your last day in Vegas. You're like, I don't care. I'm out of here.
I'm gonna up you one on that. If you want to talk about stinky meals, let's talk about Korean barbecue because
Yes!
there's some great. Hobak is fabulous.
Hobak's
I think
amazing.
It's called 108 Steakhouse. A fabulous,
Ooh.
amazing Korean barbecue, and there's a hot pot restaurant in the parking lot there too, and a great little massage place. So you can get
Yes.
everything done.
Okay, and if you
Korean
wanna
barbecue,
do
hot pot,
a travel
massage,
to
happy
Henderson,
Ooh,
there's a good
traveling to Henderson.
yes, a travel to
It's a
Henderson.
road trip.
Truffles and bacon.
Oh,
Best for
love-
breakfast, brunch, lunch, truffles and bacon. It was featured on the Food Network.
Yes, Magnolia and Jackie. That place.
They have a hot
Amazing.
Cheeto burger, y'all.
They used to be in the Henderson Antique Mall.
Yes,
That's how
they
long
did.
I've been going
Damn.
there. And they reached when I was at Vegas 7. They reached out to us like on a cold call and asked me to come in and check it out. And I just adore them. And their food is absolutely fabulous. I don't get out there nearly enough because I live downtown. But you're right. There's so many amazing undiscovered parts of the city. I am biased to downtown because I do live there, and we all know.
Yeah.
Las Vegans are very biased to their neighborhood.
We are.
Well, and we're all very biased downtown for some reason.
I am going to point out one thing that she noticed because we love empowering people to want to be entrepreneurs and trying to get their businesses started. Like Vegas 7 was one of the biggest publications in Las Vegas, and this little restaurant in the corner of Henderson cold called her and was like, "Come eat here because we want you to talk
Yes.
about it." And 3 years later, she's still talking about it.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, I did
that's
the
how you
first
do it,
ever
people.
article on them.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of people in town. Like, I always feel like this is kind of the best thing about what I do over the years is there's a lot of people that either I wrote it or someone on our team wrote it or I assigned it or there was something having to do with their business that we wrote the first article on it. And that is even when they come back to me many years later and are like, oh my God, you did that first article on us. It really makes me feel like we did something good because that kind of press, it's such a big thing for them. You know, we may do it every day, but it matters so much.
Oh yeah, and you
Yes.
know sometimes you're just wondering how to spread the word about your thing. You know, reach out to these publications. So I thought that was a great point to bring up. So
so we're gonna do a dating rapid fire.
we're
with you.
transitioning, and then we're gonna play the game.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
This is my favorite.
All right,
topic.
yes.
are you single
Let's get to
or
know
taken
Melinda.
right now?
I'm single. I've been single for a long time.
Gentlemen, you don't even know what you're missing out
You're
on.
missing out on some
okay?
really good steak
Holy
dinners.
Wait, first of all, can you throw out the IG right now because people as they're watching, we're gonna put it all in the show notes. You can go there, but
Yeah.
we're gonna share all your links at the end again. But throw out that IG right now so
At
they can
Melinda
just.
Sheckels.
All right, she is okay. So are you on the apps?
I have been in the past. I am not currently.
What's your
No.
favorite of Hinge, Bumble, or Tinder?
Okay, so I think that Hinge is definitely I like their I like the Hinge interface.
Okay.
It looks good. There's challenges in Vegas with all of them.
Yes, there is.
It's the people.
Well, and it's when tourists are coming through, like, only looking to hook up tonight, here for one night, and it's like,
oh, yeah, there is no way.
Yeah.
The people that are from out of
Get
town,
outta
you
here.
just don't talk to.
No. You flirt with them at the bar and let them buy you drinks, and you're like, okay, bye.
Yeah, those
Now I'm going to find my man.
You got to meet those people in person.
yeah. All right.
Okay, you get a hot guy's number. Now, do you text him right away, or do you like have a little game you play where you wait a few days, or what's your
No, I
style?
text right away.
Okay.
If I like somebody, or even if I've just met them just in general, I
Mm-hmm.
go, hey, great meeting you. And I open the conversation.
Yeah.
and I
You
just
do that
kinda
even on
see
a
what they
professional
do
level,
that.
level
yeah,
too.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've never had anything like, I've never wanted to like play that cat and mouse game.
Okay.
Good for you. Okay.
Yeah. That's a
What's
boss
the
move right
ultimate red flag on a first date?
When they show up drunk or high.
there. Ew.
Mine is if they mention their ex.
Nobody said that yet. Like
That's a
somebody
good
showing
one.
up drunk on a date. That's the worst.
That sounds terrible.
Or high.
that is
And then
good. Yeah. And you're
They're like,
Wait.
they like have like they're wiping their nose and they're like, you want some too?
Do
You want a
tell.
bump?
Well, no, there has definitely been some guy. I mean, there was one guy asked, okay, I just got to know what kind of drugs you're on so I know what I'm working with here.
What was he
Like,
on?
what was
He claimed he was just on weed, but I mean, he was slurring his words so
Oh.
hardcore.
no,
I
he
thought he
was-
was on pills.
Yeah,
so that
he
was my
was.
first thing. I was like, "Are you on pills?" And I mean, literally, it was
Oh
5
my
minutes.
God.
Are you on pills? But I can't turn off the journalist. That's the thing, is that I just start asking the questions.
I'm the
You're
same
like,
way though.
this cannot go any further because you.
Yeah, I
what
mean,
a waste of somebody's time to show up.
I ended
like,
up cutting that 15 minutes afterwards when he said that my photo looked filtered, and I was like,
Oh.
yeah, and it wasn't. And I said, I was like, I'm done with you.
That's
I
just
said
rude.
goodbye.
That's just somebody being a jerk. There's
That
no
is.
needs in.
There's no need
He
to
literally
ever say
walked
that.
away with his tail between his legs. He's
Good.
like, don't be like this. I'm like, no, goodbye.
I-
That's rude.
both. 2 strikes.
Yeah.
You don't even make it to the third because those were just the worst.
Yeah.
You suck.
Yeah.
We have so many great male listeners too because they like the inside perspective from women. So
Yeah, don't show up high.
Thank
and
you.
don't ever tell a woman her photo looks filtered, especially when it wasn't.
Well,
because I could have put a filter on there and I didn't.
I know. And it's like, especially sometimes I want to put the glow filter or sometimes, who cares?
And it's fine, but I legit did not have a filter. on this
exactly.
photo.
But still.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. He sucks.
Fuck that guy. Okay, so everything's open back up now. What's a great first date that's not drinks, dinner, or a movie?
I've had some guys take me to Mount Charleston, which I thought was fun.
For a first
hike.
date,
Yeah.
you weren't worried that they were going to kill you.
No,
It's kind of busy on the
like,
hike. Yeah.
It was like a brunch situation.
They
so
do
it
have
was
a little lodge.
okay.
Yeah.
Like we had a nice little brunch up there at Miss Christina Ellis's place.
Yeah.
So that
Okay.
was good. Okay, so where's another good first date place where that's not
Drinks, dinner, or a movie.
That's like some class. I mean, what else you going to do?
dinner or a movie? Oh God.
Area
Vegas.
15?
Area 15 would be a good one.
Oh.
All right.
That's a good one.
Bowling.
Bowling.
There's
The Haunted Museum.
there's bowling at
The Haunted
every
Museum
single.
would be a great first date.
I've done that on a first date.
You have?
I just
I'm
met
so
the guy. We got
jealous.
tickets. We went through the Haunted Museum together.
Oh, somebody once took me to an escape room on a first date, and I thought that was really good.
That's
actually, because
really
it showed
cool.
how we would work together.
Well, I don't know if I'd be like, I'm claustrophobic and I don't like this at all. I don't know you. What's happening?
I would love
get
that
panicky.
because it shows, it lets you know how smart the person
That's
is.
kind of
too.
cool though.
He was very
And
smart,
how
but
they
he's very
worked
short.
under pressure.
Yes, and he was very nice and very smart.
That's fantastic.
But I did not go up.
No. Okay.
But he still asked me.
was there something?
Text me and asked me weird things.
What?
He's kind of stopped now, thank God.
Okay, but what was something on the date that was like, this is fun, but I don't want to really.
He
hang
made
out.
me sit in the car and listen to the Hamilton soundtrack with him for like a solid hour. And
Oh
not that I
my.
don't love Hamilton.
Bree
I love Hamilton.
Bree turned it on to
So
but
maybe
to
you
force
should
somebody.
go out with them because I don't have that kind of attention span.
No.
Well, that's the
I
whole
love
thing.
Hamilton.
You want to hear this one song from the Hamilton soundtrack? Cool. I got 3 minutes. Do you want to hear the whole thing? No. Shoot me now. Nobody. I mean,
In
nobody.
the parking lot
I don't
of
like-
the
I don't-
Pepper Mill while he
God.
told me stories about hookers that he had been with in foreign countries. This is why you can't date when you're a journalist.
This is why you can't
because-
date in Vegas, y'all.
Because the conversation inevitably goes sideways very fast.
Wow. I know you're like, oh, this was cool. And then no.
No, but I'm the same way. Like when I go on a first date, we have our like getting to know you games. We have all these questions and I'm just like, so tell me, what's your first night sleepover fear? Which we'll ask you that in a second. Like, tell me about this. Tell me about that. Like, I can't turn it off either. I become the interviewer.
Yeah. Well, we have so many fun curated questions that we just love to ask. Like, that is one. Like, do you have any, like, now that you know you're out there, you're dating, and sometimes it's like, maybe we'll have a hookup. Is there, like, a first night sleepover fear you have? Like, you know, you're like, I'm going to wake up and my lashes are all glued together.
breath.
What am I going to do
like
with my
breath.
Spanx?
Yeah, right.
Like, that's
Oh my God.
That's like a legit fear, right?
Yeah. Like, you're like,
what am I going to do with my Spanx?
yeah, make sure the purse is big enough, I guess.
Thank you for bringing that up. Nobody likes to talk. I don't like to talk about my Spanx. but-
Melinda's speaking some truth, and I'm loving
When
it.
we left Don't Tell Comedy, we're at sushi, and I went, all right, time for the Spanx to come off. We're in the bathroom together. And she was like,
Yeah.
what? I was done. We were about to go
I
eat.
have this one pair of Spanx. I'll tell you this. This is dedication to Spanx. I have this one pair. They're not Spanx, by the way. There are some sort of other type of undergarment that I purchased. I don't know where. Maybe at an outlet mall, as I remember. Maybe it was off Fifth. They're the best, tightest, most flattering, most form-fitting, most perfect undergarment that I've ever come across. I have Google searched. I've searched far and wide. I cannot find a duplicate. I am hinged on these faux Spanx.
They're never going away.
Eternity. And I literally, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how I will ever replace them. My life, if something ever happens to these things, my life will be over.
So is this like I need to sneak to the bathroom and take them off before things happen and slide them in a purse, or it's just like
yes, there's
okay.
kind of that.
Okay,
because
yeah.
you definitely don't want to ruin the illusion.
Once the clothes are off, they're just like, yes.
Yeah, men don't care. They
don't.
really don't.
We've learned that a lot.
We wear
It's all
Spanx for women.
psychological for women. Men don't care.
I love
at
it
all.
so much. Okay, go ahead, Bree. All right.
Okay. When do you feel it's time to define the relationship?
Never.
Yes.
I am a commitment phobe.
Oh.
I'm terrified of. Well, I'll tell you when I define it is when I start to feel threatened. So the only time when I start to try to define a relationship
God, that's some truth.
That is some
if-
Melinda bringing the truth.
The
Jeez.
only time I try to define a relationship is when I feel threatened or when they try to not define it.
Ooh, or like
So-
you're out and like he's like, we're just keeping it casual, so I'll just chit chat with this girl at the bar, and you're like,
No, I actually don't get jealous
no.
at all. What makes me squirrely is like weird actions in terms of pattern changing. Like I'm super hyper vigilant about patterns.
Okay.
And then when people change their patterns, it makes me very suspicious. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
But I also think that, men are just weird.
Men are weird.
Okay, what is one of the pettiest reason you've ever dumped somebody?
Besides making them listen to making you listen to the
I don't think
Hamilton.
that's petty at all. Or if it's just like you're like, this is ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
send him out because he showed up drunk and high. Like, really,
You've had
gentlemen.
some interesting dating stories. What's the pettiest reason you've dumped somebody? Like I didn't like the way he took 20 minutes to put his socks on.
He showed up with feet shoes for the hiking date.
Oh, God.
You're like,
we
I'm
never
both-
even would have gotten to the date. I would have done an investigation. I would have looked in his closet prior.
Where are your shoes? Put your shoes on.
Well, there was. Again, he was very nice.
Oh, this is a good start to a story.
He did want to take a selfie with me on like the second date. It was the second date, and he did want to take a selfie with me, and he did post it, and it did creep me out because I'm like, okay, that means he's too into me.
Well, it also
And
means
he's trying
like,
to lock it down way too quick.
Yeah, and he's already told.
Oh.
Okay, when guys tell their parents about me, like ASAP, like it bothers
That's a red
me.
flag.
Or when also guys talk about or mention to their friends that I'm on TV.
so he took a selfie. I don't think guys think about that. I'm on the date with a hot chick and I'd really like to, show her off. And you're like, all right, maybe just send to a friend,
Yeah.
whatever. But then you post it on Instagram. It's like, that's like, you did not ask me
I don't
for
think.
that.
Yeah, I think the guy. That's a different kind of. Maybe I was just like bad boys that don't want to do that.
Yeah, you're like, he hasn't posted about me, he won't talk about me, he won't change his
But
status.
I'm weird.
Yeah.
Everything turns me off. So I'm extremely emotionally
Because
unavailable.
she's a Scorpio.
I think
Pisces.
I'm a Pisces.
Water sign.
That's right. You are a Pisces.
Freaking water signs. But
I
no,
wish I
you
was a
dated a
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
I did
That's
date a
what you
Scorpio.
like dating Scorpios. That's what it is.
because they're very
do.
wildly sexually attractive to Pisces.
But also too, once
What
Pisces
I've
like
heard.
someone, they like never stop liking them,
Yeah.
and then it really takes them a long time to find somebody else to like. So I just haven't.
gosh, she knows it.
Gosh, as a Libra,
knows
I
us.
fall in love every 25 seconds.
They're very fluid that way. They're very lucky.
We're like, you got to hold me down to lock me down.
And I'm like, oh, you like me? Oh, you like me? Oh, I don't like either of you. Now I like this person.
Fickle.
I have my sun and moon in Libra, and my rising is Cancer. So I am all air and water. So I've got a lot of love.
Do you love me like a Pisces when I'm weak?
Maybe.
oh,
Have I been locked
man.
inside your heart-shaped box for more than a week?
4 weeks. All right, y'all.
That's
We've
a
got
lot
to
of-
play the game.
Are you ready for the game?
I am.
The Queen of Tasty Tuesday. I bet
a
this
little
is something
scared.
you have never played
Tasted.
before,
I'm a little
and
scared.
nothing you've never featured on the morning show.
Okay.
We are ready to play the System Joe Lube Tasting Test.
Ooh. Can I tell my lube story before?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, you got it.
About how I found the bottle of lube? Okay, this was mid-pandemic. This is a great story, by
Okay.
the way. I stay in a lot of hotels because
Uh-huh.
I also cover a lot of travel.
Oh.
I go to
Yes.
Minneapolis with my friend Christina last August, and we're staying at this really nice hotel. I'm looking under the chair in the room. It's a very hipster hotel. It's got
Yeah.
a record player, whatever. I look
Ooh.
under the chair in the room, and there is a bottle
Oh, Jesus.
of strawberry edible lube.
Love it.
I screamed. So this is the era when they were not letting housekeeping into the hotel rooms because of COVID.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, wait a minute. You're not letting housekeeping in the hotel room because of COVID, but now there's a bottle of strawberry edible lube under my chair.
Oh.
I called the front desk. The gentleman down there, it was a very interesting conversation, needless to say. He's like, oh, dear. And I was like, yes. Guess what? I threw it away. Can you please come take it to remove it from the garbage in the room?
Oh.
I did use luckily I had rubber gloves too, because that was also when people were wearing rubber gloves.
Uh-huh.
So your lube don't scare me, ladies.
All right. Well, our lube is brand new and fresh. We got a monster box and package from System Joe.
Thank you to System Joe for the sponsor and the
Lube.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Joe.
All right.
Whoever
So
chose System
System
Joe.
Joe is one of some of the best lubes out
it
there.
really
They have
really
like
truly
a
is.
gelato line. They have
Well, I'm learning
We
so much from
we
you.
have covered the bottles, so
Okay.
you don't know what the flavor is.
Neither do
Okay.
we.
And what we're gonna do, how we're gonna play this is you're gonna
Okay.
take the marshmallow, you're gonna taste it, you're gonna try to guess the flavor, and we're all gonna find out at the end. Then we want you to pick your favorite flavor. Of
Okay.
course. And
All
then,
right,
of
sounds
course we
good.
got a prize for you.
We're
as
going
long
to-
as it's not the strawberry lube I found under my hotel room
We
chair.
actually did call the hotel and have them bring it
Ah!
down.
It's
So-
more fun than licking it off your finger. This is
Ooh,
this is Tasty Friday right now.
All right, here
All
we
right.
go.
Ooh.
Oh,
So what's the flavor that comes to mind?
Mint. It has a cool, refreshing
It
flavor.
does have a mint. It has almost a mint and a
mint.
and a vanilla.
a mint and I think the vanilla is coming from the marshmallow. I don't like the mixture of the mint and the marshmallow, but I could
There's
see
something
myself.
spicy on the back
Yeah,
end.
I could see myself with a.
A cooling sensation in my throat is happening.
Me too.
I'm appreciating that.
Yeah.
I bet you this is oral. A throat number. I bet you this is a throat number.
Okay,
You
that's
think?
number one.
All right.
We could always pump it on your top of your hand and try it like that too. Okay,
Number 2.
we're just licking it off our hand. We don't
Okay.
want the marshmallow to distract.
I know what that is.
It's a
Ish.
vanilla?
It's something in the vanilla family.
Vanilla-ish. Okay.
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah.
We said that's minty. This is vanilla-y. We need to keep them apart so
Yeah.
we remember what
Okay.
we did.
Sorry.
Number
mint
three.
the mint is still like minting.
It is minting. That's a good one though. That's a good fire flavor.
Oh.
Number 3.
Oh,
What's the first flavor you think?
Snickerdoodle?
I feel like chocolatey,
Mm.
maybe like a peppermint.
Definitely chocolatey.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like
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 a
a
York-
chocolate coffee almost.
like a chocolate coffee.
Ooh, okay. So
Mm.
chocolate coffee
Yeah.
is the little lip glossy looking one.
That's the third one. Okay.
We have 6.
Okay, this is number 4.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like that one. That might be my favorite.
Ooh, what is that?
What's the flavor coming to you?
It also tastes like vanilla to me.
Tastes vanilla-y.
This is the most vanilla-y flavor. The first one was like a vanilla with a throat thing.
That almost tastes like marshmallow.
It does taste like a
Wonder
You're
if
right.
it's marshmallow lube. All right.
Hit me.
Number 5.
Ooh, damn.
That's a berry. It's the berry family.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
It's berry,
I need
right?
a palate cleanser for my.
Oh yeah, right.
How many
We
calories?
should have
are
a
in each one of
cracker or
these
something to chew between these.
How many calories are in each one of these licks?
I'll
It
say
doesn't
11.
say.
Yeah, right.
This is the last one. Number
Ooh,
6.
5 was my favorite.
5 so far is my favorite as well. Wow.
We were all like, ooh.
I really
Okay.
liked 2 and I really liked 5. Here we go. And number 6.
Squirted anymore.
That's what she said.
Ooh,
Ooh, that one.
Tastes like a lollipop.
it's like
Grape?
cherry or grape. Yeah, grape.
Oh, it is grapey.
It's grape.
It's very grapey.
Okay.
All right, so let's reveal what number 1 was.
All right.
Number 1 we said was minty.
Minty and vanilla-y.
Right.
Okay.
Some sort of spearmint.
Vanilla Thrill Oral Delight Arousal Gel.
Wow.
Vanilla Thrill. That's where the minty because it's a arousal gel.
So that means it has like a little extra kick.
Yeah, we're feeling it.
Number 2 we said was vanilla E. Salted caramel. I said
What?
creme brulee. But this one
Ooh.
is salted.
caramel?
Yeah, gelato flavored.
Oh,
This is
wow.
their
I
gelato
never would've
line.
gotten that.
Okay.
Neither
Salted
would
caramel.
I. Should we try it again to see if we taste the caramel in it?
Yeah.
Now that we know the name.
Now that you know, you'll probably taste it.
Hit me.
Actually,
She's like, why is my palm so shiny?
It tastes a little caramel macchiato a little bit.
That's delicious.
Yeah, it's very caramel
Okay,
syrupy.
now I get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you because we tried it after the mint, we were a little.
That one's really good.
That was good.
Okay, so number 3 was the lip glossy one, and we said that tasted like mint chocolate.
Okay.
And
Mint chip chill for number
Wow.
3.
Ooh.
We were
very close.
That was probably our
I
best
was very
one yet.
way off.
All
I'm
right.
not good at blind lube tasting.
I mean,
okay, I don't know
This is
who
something
is.
Who
I'm not
is?
good at.
So number 4.
Tasty Friday.
Number 4, we said vanilla E.
And we decide the marshmallows, just put them on your
This
palm.
is the one that we
I
said
thought
marshmallow.
this was marshmallow flavored.
Yeah, this one you said was marshmallow.
What is it, Bree?
Creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
Wow. We had creme brulee right, but we just had it in the wrong order.
We did.
Yeah, we thought the caramel was the creme
There's
brulee. right?
nuances we're missing. In
I
God,
love
I
it.
want some
Okay,
creme brulee.
all right.
Number 5. This was the one that we said definitely berries.
This was all our favorite. White chocolate raspberry
Oh,
truffle.
the berry.
Was that delicious?
That was
Yeah.
very delicious.
That was one of my favorites, I
Big
think.
fan of white chocolate raspberry truffle. All right, and number 6.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I think she's pretty right that it's, or maybe strawberry. Oh,
Said it was
boy.
grape, but it was actually strawberry. You guys, we
And
have
it was
failed.
the lube that was under my chair in the hotel room.
Yes, we have failed every single one of these blind taste tests.
But that was fun. They were all tasty and delicious in their own right. Melinda, which one was your favorite?
Ooh, the creme brulee.
Creme brulee?
mine was the white chocolate raspberry something.
Wow.
All right.
I liked the salted caramel
It's a
too.
lot of flavor profiles.
All right. So, Melinda, just for playing along, we know you have to get along. You have a fabulous evening at the Virgin Hotel. We are giving you your own personal lube. This is an H2O
Oh, thank you.
personal lubricant. No flavors,
Thank
but
you.
you may take one of the flavors with you if you like when
Oh,
you
well,
go.
I would love my
And
creme
a-
brulee. I'll take that.
Taking the
too.
creme
Thank
brulee.
you.
That's this one right
Thank
there.
you.
Wonderful.
I
And
appreciate
your
that.
creme brulee.
I get gifts.
I
Yes,
love
you
it.
do.
Swag.
All right. Well,
Thank
Melinda,
you.
thank you for hanging out and taking the time with us. Drop the info where people can
Yes.
find you and stalk your gorgeous photos
You
and
can
reach out.
go to at Off the Strip on Instagram and offthestrip.com, onthestrip.com, and my Instagram at Melinda Sheckels.
Can you please spell it for everybody?
Okay, it's Sheckels is spelled S-H, not S-C-H. It's S-H-E-C-K-E-L-L-S.
And you are going to be astonished with this beautiful babe right here because she has the best hair in Vegas. We didn't even bring it up because we could
didn't
talk
talk
about your
about
hair
her
the whole
hair.
episode, but you will see on the Instagram when we get there for sure. Thank you so much.
so much.
Thank you for having me.
And until next time,
Bye.
bye. Oh, girl, that was so fun.
Yes, you guys rock. Catch us every Wednesday.
And for our monthly specialty podcast, please join our Patreon.
You'll get that the last Saturday of every month.
And if you rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, you can be entered into our super sexy monthly giveaway.
And if you want to share your voice on the show, you'll find everything you need to know at keepingitcasualpodcast.com.